fun watching those little dogs, though, I'll tell you that. Get around my feet, I'm like, get away from me.
Seem to be okay?
We'll find out on this end.
Okay. We're okay now?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Sorry for the delay. We're going to go back and revisit item 7C, which is discussion to take action if appropriate to adopt the 2024 city council goals. Can I entertain a motion and support so we can discuss this, please?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay? Very good. Today, Craig had forwarded the one-page printout, which is sitting on your desk tonight. And William, did you want to can you go over this a little bit for us?
Yeah, so I was asked to take the goals, the SMART goals we talked about last month and put them into more of a short form checklist, bullet type format so that it was easy for our residents to see and understand our strategic goals and priorities. So I think I did that, but you know, if I missed anything or I phrased something wrong or I you know, there's something you want modified or removed, let me know. We can, you know, it's up for whatever everybody wants to do, as long as you know, we can follow through and hold ourselves accountable to them.
Essentially, what we're trying to do is get to where we're at the stage where we have a working document that we're working from instead of just revisiting our annual goals once a year. This is going to provide us a roadmap to go forward this week, this month, this year. And William has included check boxes, and all of these were developed, right, William, from the 15 choices that we had? Does anyone have any comments about the order that they're in or subject at all?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I would like to commend William for the job he's done. I don't see any issues with any of the, as it's outlined here.
Very good. Anyone else?
I think he did a great job, it looks good.
Okay. Jerry,
I'm good.
you're good? Yeah. Jake?
I just want to thank Will for working on this. I think it's going to be a great document for us, like you said, Rich, to kind of guide our activity in meetings. Maybe can allow us to hold work sessions based on many of these things on this list. So I think it's a great little document, and appreciate the work.
Yes. Mr. Kate?
I like it. It's something that people can look at and understand what we want to do and where we want to go.
Okay.
Is this what we would put on the city website?
Yes.
This exact?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. Thank you, Will.
Okay. Any other comments at all? Hearing none. Amber, can you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Montgomery.
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt.
Yes.
Councilmember Kate.
Yes?
Councilmember Sias.
Yes.
Councilmember Sturley.
Yes.
Councilmember Murdoch.
Yes,
Mayor Carlson.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Craig, before you publish it, can I send you a new copy? I spelled responsibility wrong.
Yes.
I'll correct it and send it back to you.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Very good. And Craig, I'm assuming that the city will post this on social media as well?
Yes, on our Facebook page.
That would be a good thing to do. Okay, very good. And William, thank you so much. I know this is right in your wheelhouse with your education and corporate experience, and we all couldn't be more thrilled. It just passed unanimously.
Yeah.
So
Great.
I'm very thrilled.
Start checking them off.
Yep, that's exactly right. Now it's time to start checking them off. Thank you. Okay, moving on to 7D, which is discussion to take action if appropriate to approve or not approve the Planning Commission's bylaws dated December 2023, which were included in your packet.
Your Honor?
Yes,
Craig was supposed to get us a copy of the old bylaws, and I didn't get it until this afternoon. I would like to table this until we have a chance to go through the actual changes and discussion.
okay, is that a motion, Mr.
It
DeWitt?
is.
That is a motion. Do we
I'll
have support?
I'll support.
Okay. Any other discussion?
Craig, Your Honor,
Yes.
Craig, we're not holding anything up by waiting a couple weeks, right?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Your Honor, I have a question. Didn't we discuss this 2 months ago? And why did the planning commission bylaws keep coming up? Who's requesting this? Where's this coming from?
Well, Your Honor, we do have a motion to table, and when there's a motion to table, there's usually no discussion.
Okay,
But there's been some requests to revise the planning commission minutes. And so the planning commission worked on this for 3 or 4 or 5 months last fall and recommended the city council to approve them. And the city council has some questions on it. And the last question was, do the current bylaws have anything missing from the new draft? Are we adding anything that's required? And we checked with the planner and the city attorney, and the current bylaws are sufficient according to the Naming Act.
Okay. So in their opinion, there is no need for change. Is that correct?
The current bylaws are sufficient, correct, they contain everything that's required.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor.
yeah.
Craig, we had a past council member that was pretty insistent that we were not up to the legal requirements of our bylaws. You're saying our city attorney said we're good?
And so does the city planner.
Okay, thank you.
So Jerry, Mr. O'Donnell was having complaints that we weren't in compliance, and that's what got the ball started.
Okay.
Since then, we consulted the city attorney, and it's not required. But we are moving forward with it because it's turning the planning commission in gender neutral, correct? In terms of references to individuals?
I think the current ones are also.
Yeah,
Your Honor, it sounds to me like there's not much support here for this change. So I'm curious if Councilmember DeWitt would like to change his motion and just have done with this tonight and quit bringing it up. I feel that most of the council members and everybody else is in agreement that these changes are not required.
Mr. DeWitt?
Yeah, I guess if that's the consensus, I would support that. Will remove my motion to table and go forward with a vote to approve or not approve.
I'd support that.
Okay.
Wait, Your Honor.
Yeah, we have a motion and support. Discussion?
We have a motion and support to approve or not approve. So I need to know what we're doing. Are we approving or not approving?
To disprove,
Okay.
to not approve, I'm
To
sorry.
not approve, yep.
Trying to do too many things at once. I can't talk and
Just
think.
making sure.
Sorry to throw that on you too.
We have to vote on the first one first, or no?
So Mike, your motion, you took your motion off the table, correct?
I took the motion off
To table.
to table and made a motion to not approve the planning commission bylaws.
And Jerry supported removing the motion from the table.
Yeah, I supported both.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have any discussion on the matter?
I want to be clear, Your Honor.
Yes,
We're voting to not approve the
That is correct.
changes.
that is correct.
Okay,
Because right now, we're operating legally
okay.
with our existing bylaws.
Your Honor, was there anything noteworthy that in the new bylaws that felt you should, we should consider them? Or were we just trying to get up to date?
The only thing that I can recall, and the city manager might add something to this, is the fact that we made the bylaws gender neutral,
Okay.
okay?
So our current bylaws are not general neutral?
The other.
Craig?
Craig? Oh, he's checking. The other thing we addressed as well was many communities now, when people come forward for public comment, are not requiring you to divulge, for the citizen to divulge their street address and that type of thing from a stalking standpoint, that people can just say, I'm a resident of Ferrisburg, or I'm a resident of Norton Shores, or whatever. And that was something else we addressed in that change as well.
Yeah, I don't see any she or him, so I think this is general neutral, the current ones.
The current one is general neutral?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So the only update would be to remove the requirement for giving your address.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that I would actually support.
Yeah, I would support that as well.
I think there's a lot of confusion here as to like, I think the council here isn't quite grasping or being able to put their arms around what exactly is being proposed as a change and what isn't. That's the sense that I'm getting here as we discuss this.
Your Honor, I understand it fully. It's just a matter of, is it a necessity? And I don't see at this time it is a necessity. Both the city attorney and the city community planner both agree. So why are we hashing this out month after month? We're wasting city time and our council time on something I think we mostly agree on, is not to approve this and go forward.
Okay.
Your Honor?
Yes.
So they've gone to all the trouble to rewrite this, the attorney, Craig, and there's a few changes in there that are worthy, so why not just approve it and move forward? It's updated.
Yeah, I'd support that.
That's my take.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in the future, we can, to Jerry's point, be, more respectful of city's time, our board's time. We probably never needed to, it's not probably, we never needed to send this to Plan Commission, but we did. They put in the work. There's some minor changes. I would support approving it. Yeah.
Your Honor, again, I don't see the need for it. I mean, we don't have to change something just for the sake of changing it because somebody took the time to write it out. This is, and not only that, but going back to Councilmember DeWitt's first concern is we're not even aware of the changes in full because we didn't get a copy of the existing bylaws in time to check with the change in the bylaws. So, I just think that this is a no-go, and I don't understand why, we need these changes. At the last meeting, folks up here hammered Councilmember O'Donnell for bringing it up and said it was a waste of our time, and now all of a sudden, they're saying something different. And it's back and forth. I just think that, I don't know, I don't see a reason for this. There's something going on here. This keeps coming up, and I don't like it.
Okay.
Your
So
Honor?
yes, go ahead.
My major concern with this, as I read through the proposed one, which is, I haven't had time to go through the existing one, is the chair may ask audience members to caucus and elect one spokesman.
Yep.
The problem with that is, I don't know how you can stop public comments, the public from making a comment. So we may end up in a concern where the chair says, all 8 of you guys got to talk to, elect one person. Well, all 8 of them got the right to speak to you. That is a major concern to me in this proposed new bylaws.
Your Honor,
Yes.
is that different than the other bylaw?
Yes.
That's not in there at all?
Yeah, any citizen has a right to express their opinion to the planning commission. You have 3 minutes to make your argument or support or denial, whatever. This concerns me that,
What is that? Which section?
it's on 515. And if you got it on the website, it didn't even list it. That's was a concern why we tabled it last time. I get a printed copy and you guys got the website and it wasn't even on the website. Is it now, is it? It is now?
There, yeah.
So anyway, I have a concern with that this could be construed as trying to stifle opposition or support for a particular project.
You know, I guess, me personally, that's not a concern based on the way I read it. You know, it's saying the chair may ask members of the audience to caucus with others sharing similar positions, so they may select a single spokesperson. If a single spokesperson is selected, then an individual shall be able to address the planning commission in excess of 3 minutes at the discretion of the chair. So it's just giving them the option to caucus. It's not requiring them to caucus.
But you're putting that chair in a situation where if they want to shorten the meeting, they can just say, hey, this is it.
Well, it's giving the chair the ability to offer it.
Right, and
It's
we're-
not requiring that the citizens.
Your
take
Honor,
them up
I
on it.
disagree with that. I think it's giving the chair the right to request a caucus. The chair may ask members of, so that's saying he may ask them, and the chair has a final say, so the chair may require it.
Well, it doesn't say shall, it
It
says
does,
may.
may, right, he may ask it, so if he may ask it, and they decide not to do that, he say, well, I asked it, and I'm the chair, and I hold the final say.
Well, but it's not, it's not a dictatorship.
Well, it's not, but it's been ran like that in the
It could be.
recent,
Why are we setting ourselves up for a situation where we could have problems?
exactly.
Where now everyone has a right to speak, period.
Your Honor,
That's not what it says.
That's-
Your Honor, do you have the original planning
Yeah,
laws? Does that have
does.
anything in there at all about that?
it doesn't give them it doesn't afford them the opportunity to caucus. And I think that's the intent of this is giving them the opportunity to caucus. So let me just give you a scenario. Myself and 2 other people all share similar views. I don't feel comfortable standing in front of crowds and speaking. This affords my representative additional time to speak on my behalf because we all share the same views and opinions. It's not saying we have to. I could simply say, I want to speak because I have a separate opinion, and then I'm not part of the caucus anymore.
Then why have this? I mean, if you can say, well, I don't want to be part of the caucus, and
Because
what
it's-
is this even
it's
for?
giving
It just-
people the
it
opportunity
seems
to
like-
caucus.
It seems like it's giving the committee the opportunity not to listen to the citizens. That's what it sounds
How
like to me.
so?
No, it's giving citizens the right to caucus, which means that,
If they want that right, they
What-
can take that right. They
what-
don't need it in the bylaws. They can just say, we'd like to caucus this matter. And the chair can offer that option without it being written in the bylaws. There's nothing saying the chair can't offer that option without it being written in the bylaws. If they want to caucus, that can be their right.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Craig, maybe you can clarify this. In one of these meetings, can a group caucus without it being part of the bylaws?
Yes.
So it's not required to be in the bylaws for this caucus that we're describing here to occur.
It's not required to be in the bylaws, it's not required that it has to happen either.
Okay.
If the group wants to have one spokesperson, then the chair would have the option to allow that and grant additional time for a group of members with one spokesperson.
but with one spokesman, without it being in the bylaws right now, can they limit that spokesperson to 3 minutes?
That'd be up to the chair, but
So what does adding that into the bylaws accomplish?
It-
If it's
it gi-
already an option for the audience?
It
It
would
gives
give
our
them more
citizens the
time.
right as opposed to leaving it up to the chairman.
that's
They already
correct.
have
That's
that
correct.
right.
Yeah.
They already have that right. I
Wouldn't
mean,
it give them more time also if they're representing
Yes.
multiple people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we give them more than 3 minutes.
Right.
Well, we have a motion and support on the floor to.
and that's at the,
table this. Excuse
Your
me.
Honor, I'm sorry.
We have a motion and a second on the floor
To disapprove.
to disapprove this? Is that the timber I'm sensing with city council, that they want to move forward with that? Or do we want to modify this?
have
Your
to
Honor,
vote.
may I say something too?
Yes,
about-
sir.
In response to Debbie's comment about the 3 minutes. That 3 minutes is at the discretion of the chair, Debbie. So it may add more time to them, but the chair can decide they only have 3 minutes. So it doesn't give them any extra, anything, yeah.
So you're saying the planning commission is running it the way they want to run it, whether there's rules or not?
No, I'm just saying that
Well, that
this,
sounded like that's what you said.
I'm just saying that this rule right here is taking away the voices of the people, and it's not needed. Why create something that's not needed? I mean, just for the sake of creating ordinances
Can I ask you,
and,
can I ask a question, Jerry?
sure.
Explain to me a scenario where the voice of a citizen would be taken away.
Well, maybe if the chair asks the public to caucus, and they decide to caucus, but there's one person that decides, well, this caucus is not meeting my expectations, then they are silenced.
No, they're allowed to come back and speak on their own behalf after that. It's not like once you're part of a caucus, you're silenced until the end of the meeting.
But in this, it says, chair may ask members of audience. That means all the members of the audience to
Only the
caucus.
members with similar opinions. If you don't have a similar opinion, then you're not a part of that
Similar
caucus. That's how a
opinion.
caucus
Well,
works.
similar opinions may be, I'm concerned about the store and locks on the corner because I don't think that it's a good use of public land. And somebody else might be there for similar reasons about the store and locks, but they're more concerned about their property lines being encroached on. So we have the same similar reasons for being at the meeting, but totally different issues.
Right. So in that situation, if you were to caucus, if I was a member of that caucus and I didn't want to speak, I would make sure that the spokesman was telling my issues, otherwise I wouldn't be a part of that caucus, and I would speak for my 3 minutes.
Why are we making this difficult? Why does it have to be in the bylaws?
Well, it's giving.
If the people already have the right to caucus and the chair already has the right to ask them to caucus without it being written in the bylaws, why is it so intent on being in the bylaws? It just seems like a slippery slope here that we're setting ourselves up for problems. And it seems like a way for the citizens to be silenced and the residents not to be heard. And I think this could be used in vindictive ways, and I will not support it.
So a path forward conceivably could be to make that 5(1)(d)(4) just consist of the last, or the first sentence. Unless determined otherwise by the planning commission, a person is limited to one time allotment of 3 minutes during each public comment time and for each public hearing during the meeting, period. That's essentially what how PC operates now.
So why do we need to pass this new one? There's nothing else in it that we need.
Craig, planning commission reached out and looked at other planning commission documents, bylaws, and that was something that was in many of them.
Correct. The idea of this planning commission bylaws update was to try to put on paper how the meetings are actually run. And so you can see that they got the duties, it's spelled out a little bit more, the agenda, how it flows, and the order of a meeting is all included in this new bylaws. So the bylaws are trying to reflect how the planning commission meetings are run now.
Okay. So would city council be amiable if we were to change that item number 4 to just that first sentence?
I like having 4 and 5. I think the ability to caucus
4 and 5,
is an inherent right of our citizens, and this is just putting it on paper so that they understand that they do have that right.
Your Honor, I agree with Will on that.
Okay.
You're right, it is inherited, it is their right, so why do we have to put it on paper? I
Because
mean,
they may not know so. They get to
No,
look through the
this-
bylaws and read them, and then they get to see
no,
that they
this
can do
gives-
that.
This gives the chair too much power to rule over the meetings and to silence the public. That's what this does.
Nobody's being silenced with these bylaws. No, nobody.
Yes, they are.
Okay, well, let's.
Why
move-
would we even
excuse
consider
me.
this unless we intended on silencing someone?
I don't,
We do have a motion and support on the floor to vote no on this,
To deny it.
to deny it. We probably have enough information to take a vote.
So I don't want to deny it, so I'll vote
no,
no.
correct. Roll call, Your Honor?
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt.
Yes to deny it?
Councilmember Kate.
No.
Councilmember Sias.
Yes.
Councilmember Sturley.
No.
Councilmember Murdoch.
No.
Councilmember Montgomery.
No.
Mayor Carlson.
No.
Motion failed.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda item number 7E, discussion to take action if appropriate to approve a proposal from Fleiss and Vandenbrink for $4,900 for the bridge inspection for, yes,
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
yes,
Can we go back to the last one? And
It's a-
make,
it's a done deal.
we
No,
can't
it's
make a,
not.
we
No, we
can't,
have to move.
we can't make a motion to approve the new bylaws? After that failed motion?
Oh, we could. Do we need to?
Yeah, if you want to approve the new bylaws.
Oh, Lord, okay, very good.
So I
I'm
will-
sorry.
No, that's okay. I will, I don't have the
Okay,
language in front
so
of me.
we're going to go back and revisit 7D.
Yeah, can I see the language, Your Honor?
You bet.
No, on the agenda? So I will make a motion, sorry, to, approve the Planning Commission bylaws dated December 2023.
Support.
Motion support on the table. I'll
Your
dare
Honor.
ask for discussion.
Yep, here we go. Your Honor, got something to say?
Yeah.
Why are we writing legislation just for the purpose of writing legislation? Why are we creating ordinances and paperwork just for the sake of creating paperwork? This makes no sense. If this is already the public's right, why do we have to put it in the bylaws? Unless it's deemed to be used in a deceitful way. There's no reason for this to be in our bylaws.
Anyone else have any other discussion?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Yes.
Just to review, just so we all know how this all started. This started back several months ago when former City Councilman O'Donnell proposed that we look at our Planning Commission bylaws. We went through the process. We sent it back to Planning Commission. We got our city attorney involved. We're not making major changes to these bylaws. We're see it as a tune-up, really. There's nothing significantly changed here except for some verbiage. And nobody's being silenced from these changes. There's nothing in there that limits anyone's voice, as some people here have suggested. We've went through the exercise. We should complete the exercise and vote these changes yes or no. That's where we're at now. This
Your
was
Honor.
initiated several months ago.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Is there anyone else with any comment before Mr. Sias speaks for a second time on this? Any other comments?
I said everything I need to say.
Okay. Jerry?
Yeah, okay. I guess I have no more to say other than this is unnecessary and I'm just repeating myself at this time and we're making ordinances just for the sake of making ordinances and ordinances that can be used against the public in deceitful ways. And I just would never, ever approve something like this. And I don't see how others can so lightly approve this without seeing the consequences behind it. This will silence people. This will give the chair the right to silence people and to hold the whole group's comments to 3 minutes. And that's exactly what the Planning Commission is trying to do here, is they're trying to silence the public because they got an agenda and they want to see it through and they don't want to hear the fallout. and I will never support this, and I hope the rest of council thinks twice before taking away people's voices. That's all I
Your
gotta
Honor.
say.
Very
Your
good.
Honor, I just want to make a correction. This is not an ordinance, correct? These are bylaws.
bylaws.
For one of our commissions, in ways they should operate. There is no way that we are silencing anyone. And I would encourage all of you to look up what a caucus is and the rights that are afforded by a caucus, so that, if residents ask, we understand them appropriately. But in no way is this silencing or potentially silencing or leaving the ability to silence any of our citizens.
Very good.
Your Honor, in response to Will's comment, this is giving the committee the right to silence people. And I'm sorry, but this is giving the people, this is taking away people's voices. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a problem, and it's gonna be a big issue in the very near future.
Well,
Because there's some things coming up in the planning that a lot of people have various opinions about. And when you tell them that they all got a caucus and that caucus only has 3 minutes to explain everything of every person in that room, they're not gonna like it.
Does anyone else have anything new to add? Very well. Amber, can we get a roll call vote on this, yea or nay, please?
Councilmember Kate.
Yes.
Councilmember Sias. Councilmember Sturley.
Yes.
Councilmember Murdoch.
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery.
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt.
No.
Mayor Carlson.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay, very good. Now, moving forward to item 7E, discussion and take action if appropriate to approve a proposal from Fleiss and Vandenbrink for $4,900 for the bridge inspections for 2024. Craig?
Fleiss and Vandenbrink has been doing the bridge inspections for a number of years. They did them last year. Their rate is about $200 more than it was last year. But this year, they're doing a per bridge is about $100 more. This year, we have to do the second bridge, which is Ridge Avenue Bridge. That's a city-owned bridge as well, and it's on an inspection schedule every 2 years, so that's included in this quote as well.
Okay. And the Ridge Avenue Bridge, we only own half of it.
Portion that goes over the railroad tracks.
So that's the city's hall side,
Correct.
correct? Okay. As if we don't have enough bridges in town to deal with, right? Does anyone have any discussion on this? No? Okay. Could I entertain a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve a proposal from Fleiss and Vandenbrink for $4,900 for bridge inspections in 2024.
Support.
Your Honor, I have a question for Craig.
Yes.
Craig, have we looked at other companies and what they would charge? How are the fees comparable with other companies?
We haven't done that in a while. We've had a different company previously, but then Fleiss and Vandenbrink came in and has been doing a nice job for us, so we're happy with the work they're doing.
Okay.
When was the last time we put this out to bid? Do you remember?
Must've been 2019.
5 years. Might want to think about putting it out to bid soon. Because it seems like this is going to be an ongoing thing for
It is.
some time, so. I have no problem with Fleiss and Vanderbrink. I think they've done an outstanding job, just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the new Smith Bridge, it's still gonna have to be inspected, so.
Exactly,
there we are.
yeah, good point, yeah.
Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Amber, could you call vote, please?
Councilmember Sias.
Yes,
Councilmember Sturley.
Yes.
Councilmember Murdoch.
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery.
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt.
Yes.
Councilmember Kate.
Yes.
Mayor Carlson.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Moving on to 7F, discussion and take action if appropriate to approve a proposal from Advanced Signs for $3,024 for 2 directional signs at the Ferrisburg Nature Preserve. Craig, you want to fill us in on this a little bit?
Yes, the Recreation Commission has been working to try to publicize the Ferrisburg Nature Preserve a little more to get more people come in and enjoy that property. Last year, they recommended 3 signs be installed. City Council approved it. 1 sign is on Dogwood near Mohawk. One is near the entrance to the Fraserburg Community Church, which points to the parking that's reserved for the Fraserburg Nature Preserve. And the other sign is near Chief Street for parking. The Recreation Commission's been studying this for a couple of meetings, and they're recommending that 2 additional signs be installed. One on the northwest corner of the Fraserburg Nature Preserve near Lake Hills, and the other one near the Mike Herman Memorial Field.
Okay. And is this actually from the city or from Ferrisburg Nature Preserve funds?
It would be the city cost. Ferrisburg Nature Preserve doesn't have any funds.
None.
It's considered a park.
Right. Could we entertain a motion, support, please?
Your Honor, I'll make a motion that we approve it.
Okay,
Support.
thank you. Any discussion from anyone? Hearing none. Let's have a vote, please.
Councilmember Sturley.
Yes.
Councilmember Murdock.
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery.
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt.
Yes.
Councilmember Kate.
Yes.
Councilmember Sias.
Yep.
Mayor Carlson.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Moving on to 7G, discussion and to take action if appropriate to schedule a work session as a regular agenda item on March 18th meeting. Craig, what do you got worked up here for us?
I'd like to put a work session, discuss the 24-25 city budget. Starting to get some numbers put together and want to share with city council what we're working on.
Okay, and this will include potential compensation changes as well?
Yes.
Okay,
And then over in your packet was some information regarding a resident requesting the speed table be moved on North Shore Estates. This resident has contacted me twice since then. Is there any interest in putting this on as a work session item to discuss?
Your Honor,
yes.
that's they're talking about moving it south, correct?
Correct.
So moving it to where pedestrians are not able to get off the road, basically, and away from the houses. It's right in front of the house, so I mean, we can talk about the work session, but I think it makes sense.
We did get numerous comments from people about the speed tables at the master plan meeting last week.
Staff's concern is if we move that, there's 3 other speed tables that are on North Shore Drive South, and they're in front of somebody's house.
I guess my concern was less about it being in front of someone's house and more about it being in the appropriate spot. When you come south, there's nowhere for them to get, for pedestrians to get off the road. So I think it's more important that we slow traffic there versus once you get to the homes, there's a lot of room on the side where you can get off to the side or walk on the side of the road.
And essentially, right now, they're placed where the traffic engineer and where law enforcement has said that would be the best locations, correct?
The traffic engineer and public works department.
Yeah. So is council amenable to putting the speed tables on for work session? Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else have anything for work session at all? No? Hearing none, why don't we just move forward with that then, Craig?
Okay.
Okay, those 2 items. Moving on, agenda item number 8, 3-minute public comment period, if anyone has anything to come up and address city council on. No? Okay. Hearing none, moving forward, city reports, city manager?
No report?
Very good. City council members, who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Good.
No report, except I'm a
Perfect.
grandfather again.
Oh, congratulations.
Number 4 today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Since we're at that end of the table, Mr. DeWitt?
Craig, we got this thing in our packet about the short-term rental regulation acts. We're in compliance as ours is written.
I haven't seen the verbiage on it.
Let's put that on a work session if you would. Give us some information on this. It appears that the state wants to take over the regulation of short-term rentals as opposed to a local thing?
Right.
Is that, am I reading this correctly?
That's correct. But we haven't seen what's being proposed yet.
Okay, all right, I guess we don't know nothing yet.
Okay,
That's it.
I'll keep council posted on that.
All right, thank you.
Okay, please. You all set, Mike?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Mr. Sturley?
No report.
Okay. Mr. Sias?
The Board of Review will be meeting next week, Tuesday, March 12th. If you have any concerns about your property taxes, all concerns need to be sent into the City Hall by 5 o'clock on Tuesday, is that correct?
Correct?
Yes,
The organizational meeting's tomorrow at 5, and then they meet Monday and Tuesday.
Is it Monday, I'm sorry, Monday's the 12th, okay, my
No,
bad.
Monday the 11th and the 12th.
Okay, yeah.
2
So
days.
they're meeting next week. If anybody has any concern, yeah, please submit your concerns to City Hall.
Great. Debbie?
Well, we meet next Monday, the beautification committee, but we have our Easter egg hunt on March 30th. And so we'll be working on that, and hopefully we need to get flyers out, Craig, for that. So that's my report.
Very good. Mayor Pro Tem O'Donnell? O'Donnell, listen to me, I looked him straight in the eyes, too. What a,
That's an insult.
Wow. I'd slap him for that.
sorry about that. Sorry about that. Mayor Pro Tem Montgomery, sorry about that. I almost said it again. Isn't that crazy? Just a Freudian slip. Sorry about that.
Nora board met 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks, Craig? 2 weeks ago? Last week, Nora board met. Craig and I represent Ferrisburg on that board. We talked about our summer school program. So we host a summer school program at Lake Hills. Actually, and we are partnering with another organization, an environmental organization, to bring additional structure around it, longer hours, for a lower price for all of our community families. We'll still have scholarships available for families that can't afford it, but I believe it's two. Is it 4 weeks total, Craig?
Yeah, 4 weeks, and then a break, and then 4 weeks.
Yep, so 4 weeks, then a break at 4th of July, and then another 4 weeks. So great opportunity for local families that need something for their kids to do this summer.
Great. And to report?
And a report.
Very good. I just have a couple things. A week ago, Wednesday, on the 21st of February, went to the MPO meeting up in Muskegon. There was nothing earth-shattering that's going on. Certainly what is earth-shattering is the fact that after a stress test, our audiovisual system is still not up to snuff. So we need staff to resolve that. Whether it's a new machine, or we've got a bad connection, or occasionally it's dropping or something, but we've got to figure that out,
Yep, okay.
okay?
We'll keep working on it.
End of report.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have a question. Could you tell us what's on the agenda for the Planning Commission meeting this week?
I think there's only a driveway, isn't there?
Driveway, and then a little discussion on the master plan open house.
That's right.
There's no discussion about the development on Smith's Bayou on this
No.
week? I thought it was
No.
on the 7th. No? Okay,
No, just a driveway issue on 168th, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah,
thank you. That's
Yep.
it. Thank you.
thank you. Very good.
Sounds good.
Jim?